Hi, everybody. Welcome to AITA Pod. I'm Danny Vega, joined by a very lovely guest. You might even say she's lovely and lovable. Ladies and gentlemen, returning to the show, it's Sara Levine.
Hello. How are ya?
I'm good. I don't know. I'm in a creative rut. Oh, no one cares about
Same.
your creative rut, Danny, except Sara. Well, thank
Yeah.
you. I'm happy that we can share it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I've realized I get into this like hellish spiral, and maybe this will speak to some people because new AI news drops, and like, I got tech bro friends and we send each other the AI shit. And I always go through this basic loop where I go, AI is going to take over and my work is useless and I'm useless
Mm.
essentially. And then I go, well, I might as well use AI before they close the gap. And then I try to
Mm-hmm.
use AI and it doesn't work at all. It doesn't really do at all what I need it to do. And then I go, but I still don't really feel like doing whatever it was I was trying to
Ha.
do because now I thought I didn't have to do it.
Now I have to use my brain. No, I feel like I go through the same thing where I'm just like, oh my God, AI is going to take my job. But then I try to get AI to do my job and it's like, no, honey, like it's not good. It's helpful for certain components of my job. I'm like, yeah, destroy the environment so you can spell check for me. Just kidding. But like, you ask it to write something and you're just like, girl, like what are you
Girl,
talking about?
girl,
And
take
then
it
it's good. Then
again.
it's good. It's like job security. You're just like, they're
Yeah.
not fucking replacing us yet.
Yeah, it's true. I think it affects our view of ourselves. It affects our, obviously if you work in media, social media,
Yeah.
we got AI videos going viral, et cetera, et cetera.
Oh my God. But they
Today's
look
viral,
so bad.
most of them look bad. I mean, that's the thing. It's the 0.0001% best content. But what triggered today's spiral was that an AI song hit the charts. And I think what the smoke and mirrors here is you hear the song and you go, that's impressive. And I'll tell you guys, if it would pass. If I played it, you would go, I thought that was by a person. But what you don't really get from the AI is that, there's dozens and dozens, if not hundreds of attempts that are dog shit. And the customizing, so if you're trying to fix something that sucks, is like terrible. So it's like it's like it works in this weird convoluted way, but anyway, we're still here. We're still making podcast art. Thank you.
We're thriving.
We're
AI can't do this
thriving.
yet. Although it probably could, but I don't even want to go there.
Wait, what'd
I
you
wonder
say?
what AI me would say about certain things.
Yeah, yeah, you'd say I can't sleep. I can't
That's
sleep,
true.
Danny. So I am not able to respond to your ethical inquiry.
Damn, you nailed it.
I'm actually excited about today because I've never usually when I'm gathering situations, I find them. It takes 10 minutes. It takes today I'm like in Reddit. Like I got into Reddit. I was like Jonah, he was eaten by the whale.
Ha.
Was that right?
Yes.
I was like in the Reddit whale. And I just
The belly of the beast.
the belly of the beast. And I found situations that I just think were a little bit off the beaten path.
I'm excited.
So I guess we should just get into it. I mean, I don't really have any drama. I don't know. I'm 35. I'm single,
Love it.
I'm like, whatever. I guess this is just what it is. I'm 35 and I have a friend group. That's what it is.
We're going to make a sitcom about you.
Yeah. Yeah, do it. It's called, yeah, that's it. I guess that was the premise where they all say, well, no, they all kind of date each other. Well, and that's the pressures we deal with.
Exactly.
And actually, someone left our group. I'm not going to call them out by name, but she got a boyfriend and just fucking disappeared.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
And then Carla, yesterday we were out. She was like, I wish that could happen to me. And I was like, no, Carla, you're stuck with us. You're in the friend group.
Wow, it's so much more evil with your mustache. That laugh.
I have a mustache. You guys, some of you can't see it, but I hopefully put this on YouTube. But the mustache, this is interesting. So I have like really shitty puby facial hair. It's not very good, but I try to make it work. I put as my costume for what do they call that? Halloween.
That is, in fact.
Is that it? The Ween of the
That's what they call it.
Hallows. I said I'm gonna be Mario, and so I thought it'd be funny to shave. Plus, I could do a little test. And I threw up an Instagram poll. Sara showed up at the poll. Did you vote in the poll?
Yeah, I did vote in the poll.
And you voted Mario only.
What was
Is
the
that
other
right?
option?
The options were, because I was dressed as Mario, and I said,
Yes,
"Is
yes.
this Mario or is this me?" Basically, and you said
No, it was
it
totally Mario.
was totally Mario. So anyway, I said fuck it because 70% of people say keep the stash, Danny. Go with the stash. Be a stash guy
Yeah.
now. You're the
It's
stash man.
Movember. Just keep it.
I said fuck it. I'm keeping it. And you know what? I'm getting a lot of compliments, and I'm getting that I look nicer and more approachable.
Interesting.
Crazy.
See, because the rest of your face is like smoother and like, I don't know. You have a young face, I guess.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Yeah.
the stuff I like to hear. Little Danny
Love it.
Jovencito, keep it young.
Yes.
Get me a tiger MILF. I don't know what I'm saying. That's a podcast, I think. What am I trying to say? What is that called? A
That's a
cougar.
podcast? A
I think
cougar.
it is a cougar. That's
That's
what I
funny.
was trying to say.
Tiger MILF.
Anyway, we're
Oh
going to
my
get
gosh.
into this. Let's just get into this. Our second story of the day, folks, my jokes. AITA for reporting coworker for sending me a message. Oh boy. But this one, I'm fighting for something weird on this one, but we'll just see what happens, folks.
Okay. I'm a little concerned.
Fiance 38M went to strip club on his bachelor party and cheated on me, 36F. Apparently,
Danny
this
is
is
gonna
a
be pro cheater.
You might be surprised. Apparently, this is a
Uh-oh.
common thing, but my fiance and his friends went to a strip club at 3 a.m. at his bachelor party, drunk and on drugs. And he received a hand job in a private room. This was charged to our shared credit card. His friends are married with kids. I've heard of this happening, but our wedding is in 3 weeks, and I don't think this is something that can be forgiven, and I've since kicked him out. He's embarrassed, ashamed, and remorseful. He's offered to join me in therapy and claims he'll do whatever it takes to fix this and rebuild my trust. I'm not sure he deserves that. Has anyone else gone through something similar, and what did you do?
Whoa. Jesus fucking Christ.
He got an HJ,
The
like
hand
in
job
middle
is crazy.
school.
Actually, I feel like I can. Is this the main or the bonus?
This is the main. We're going for it.
This is the main. That's fine. I feel like Ryan went on his bachelor party in Vegas. I'm not necessarily opposed to strip clubs in theory. But we hadn't really like talked about that possibility. And then one of his friends brought him like a gun, like a money gun.
Mhm.
And so he called me and was like, "Hey, just so you know," and like $500 or something, like
Sure.
money to put in the money gun. So they're like, "Well, shit, we kind of have to go to a strip club." So he like called me and, told me what the deal was and was like, "If you're not comfortable with this, I will just make an excuse, but like tell me what you want me to do and whatever." We came to like a compromise, but if he had just sprung that on me and also gotten a hand job, like, yeah, I would also not be getting married.
Hmm.
A hand job is crazy in a private room.
It's a hand
That's
job,
just
though.
like,
It is a hand job.
well, that's why it sucks. Is like you didn't like you cheated, you risked it all for like a hand job. Not that it's better if he had actually had sex, but it's just like, well, damn, you kind of it's a hand job.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not here to say that he's not the asshole. No way. No way. He's the asshole. He better hit the floor. Let's read some comments. Lady Louise said, he put his cheating on your credit card. This man is a cheater and an idiot. Do not legally bind yourself to him. I have to know how much it costs. She
I had
wants
the
to know the
same
charge.
thought. I was like, what is the markup on strip club hand jobs?
Diesel26 writes, charging it to the joint credit card is wild. If you don't dump him for cheating, sleazebaggery, dump him for being a total moron. Would you want those genes for your kids? I've noticed ever since this fucking orange piece of shit gained so much credibility, a lot of mention of genes, which I've never really been a fan of this sort of rhetoric. Genes, I have good genes. It's always someone who's like, I have good genes. Ah!
I mean, yeah,
Anyway.
have you seen what neo-Nazis look like? It's like,
It's
you
like,
think you're the elite species?
why are you even bringing that up, genes? Honestly,
Yeah.
you're not the person to do it. Anyway,
Nope.
to the point here, this guy's an asshole, and obviously this is all things that I hate, things I wouldn't do on my bachelor party. Why not? Drunk, you're on drugs, but it is a thing. It is a thing. It's out there. It's a thing people do. They thoughtlessly do it for some reason. I don't know why. It's a thing to go to a strip club on your bachelor party. True, Sarah?
Yeah, it's totally a thing.
You play with fire and you're seeing tits. You're seeing other women naked. Is that a form of cheating? Sarah?
Some people could say yes.
Thank you.
Some people could say
Some
so.
people could say. And I will say, if you're telling me that you could never look your man the same way because he got drunk and got a hand job, and you know in your heart of hearts that it's over, then it's over. And that's your right.
Mhm.
I'm with you. If that's how you and you know it, then fuck it. Then don't even then get rid of that man. That said, I wouldn't necessarily say this is cheating exactly.
Oh,
Or if I were to say it was cheating, I think I would say it's cheating how manslaughter is murder. You know? Like, yes, if you, for instance, crash your car into a pedestrian, you did kill someone and you are therefore a murderer. But it's not really the same as, going into someone's
okay. What
house.
element is it? The hand job? Is it the stripper? What element of it is not quite
Right.
cheating?
Right. Well, it is cheating, but like I said, and manslaughter is murder, isn't that right?
Well,
Manslaughter is
manslaughter is
murder.
manslaughter.
No, manslaughter is murder. Manslaughter is third
Well,
degree
if
murder.
is it? I thought it was just a separate charge.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't
My
think
God,
so.
my Law and
Fact
Order
check.
degree is
We got
failing
to fact
me.
check. We got to
I
fact
mean, I
check.
thought it's a
Is
separate thing, which is why it's called a separate thing.
Oh, maybe I was confused then. Okay, fuck. I fucked it up. I thought manslaughter. Fuck. This hurts me. This hurts
Because
me a lot.
manslaughter is like you kill someone, but in like the heat of the moment, there's no premeditation.
Okay, but manslaughter, look, well, okay, fine. I can just reword this. This is cheating how manslaughter is killing someone.
Yeah,
There
it's
we go.
killing someone.
I found a way around it. So, you're not a murderer. But like in other words, I guess what I'm trying
No.
to stress here is look, there is a difference between what is this behavior? It's shitty, it's irresponsible, it's unhinged, it's sleazebag behavior, and I don't approve of it and I don't condone it. And I don't live my life in this fashion. However, I think a guy who is texting inappropriate things to your best friend, just texting, I think that guy is way worse than this guy. Potentially. If there's nothing else against my client, that's what I'm trying to argue today, Sarah.
I mean, I think it's like we just don't know enough. Like, whose idea was it to go to the strip club? How did this hand job happen? Like, you have to have a whole transaction to go to the private
No,
room, I imagine. And, did he tell her right away? Did she like find out through the grapevine weeks later? There's just a lot of unknowns. I can't make a verdict, counselor.
that's fair. How you handle it in the aftermath, I think, is definitely something that could hurt or help him. But look, I guess for me, what I think is like, look, this was a stupid drunken mistake. This is a stupid drunken mistake. So I'm not really interested in all the little micro details of how we got to that. Look, they went there at 3 a.m. Were they in Vegas? Did I invent that? No, as we were
I don't
talking
know.
about Vegas.
We were
There's no
just,
Vegas
yeah,
here.
we projected.
That would be exculpatory for my client if they were in Vegas, but if they,
Ah,
if they were just in downtown like Boston, I don't know. I don't know if that
oh my
helps.
God, Milwaukee,
Not
bleak.
Milwaukee. So I guess I don't know, Sarah. I know break up with him culture it's at its peak as we discussed on another episode. Dude, this guy made this great chart. But I think like to me there is a difference. And I would say for me this also holds with the woman. It's like there's a big gap for me between my girl got drunk and did something stupid. I hate that. And it is cheating. It is cheating and manslaughter is killing someone. And hell, maybe she did both in one night and that was a wild eve. But that's a lot different to me than she's texting someone with intent. That to me is dirtier than you got drunk one night because people get drunk and do dumb shit. I don't like alcohol. You guys know I hate it. And I'm not dating this guy because I don't like how he does alcohol. That's the truth. I'm just
It's the only
saying
reason.
if you've come this far with someone, I don't know that this is the incident to break up your wedding over. If you know you can't do it, you can't do it. But that's it. That's what I had to say.
Interesting. I mean, like, sure, that's a valid point of view. I think it is valid to go nuclear essentially and call off the wedding. I mean, I think for me, it would probably hinge on like how it all went down and how I was told. But some people just can never get over that. So, yeah,
Interesting. For you, if
because it's
he
a
had
hand job.
if he had done it, he gets the HJ. And then he comes to you. Let's not use your current fiance. Let's just say Jorgito. Jorgito comes to
Sure.
you and he says, Sarah, I did this last night. I did it last night and I'm so sorry. Can we still get married? But that would be good.
Well, no, that's not even part of the question. It can't even
Oh,
be, can we still get married? It's just
oh.
like, you have to say, like, immediately, I'm so sorry this happened. Like, I need to know whose idea it was. Like, I need to
Mm-hmm.
know all the specifics. And
Interesting.
then it's like you don't even think about the wedding for I don't know, a couple of weeks or so.
So
Like,
delay
that's
of
not even a
game.
question.
Because they're
What?
they're a couple weeks, so we might have to delay the wedding. She says they're a couple weeks out, I think, right? Didn't I say that? 3
Ooh.
weeks. Wedding is in 3 weeks.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, that's horrible because, like, they've paid probably all their deposits. That sucks. That's, like, not enough time to, like, really think this through.
I mean, he
Oh.
needs to hit the floor. That and I can't stress that enough, people. He has to hit the floor like the floor has never been hit, and she needs to be
I
treated
mean,
like an utter
it seems
queen.
like he is hitting the floor.
I mean, it's not enough to just be embarrassed, ashamed, or remorseful, and to offer to join her in therapy and claims he'll do whatever it takes to fix this or rebuild my trust. That's not enough.
But
That's
you
the
know what?
baseline.
Not to
That's
be
the
like
beginning
this.
of the campaign. Go ahead.
Yes. Also, not to be this person, but I'm like, who's finding the therapist? Like,
Amen. That's
who's
exactly
making the appointment? I'm just like,
proactive repair.
I know it's not his ass. Like, I just know it's
Yes.
not his ass. So, yes, I'm
He
with
needs
you.
to begin a massive campaign. That is what I'm hoping for my client, to create a
Ha.
runway to begin I mean, she should be chauffeured, cooked for. She is royalty, and there will be no talking back. What she wants will go, and what she hasn't even realized she wants will happen.
I mean, also, like, all the groomsmen are in question right now. Like, all the people at that strip club, their status is undetermined right now, I feel.
Oh, I actually feel like that's a strong counter.
Because they're all fucking married. His
They're
friends are all
all
married with children.
liable.
That is so fucking suspect.
Yeah,
Like,
there's supposed to be
how
a guy who goes, "Guys, this is going too far. We got to get out of here."
yeah, somebody was enabling this, and maybe it was the fiance,
Yee.
but, like but you know what? Everybody who wasn't like, "Bro, we're going home," like, you all enabled it, like, you're all in jeopardy right now.
They were all filthy drunk. And I will say this though. Actually, I can maybe do a little damage to that. That was a good counter.
Thank you.
Is I feel like there is a thing where married guys with kids, they don't get crazy. They don't get crazy. They actually, you know what I mean? They're good dads and shit. But then
Mhm.
they're like, well, now is the time to get crazy. And then they get way too crazy.
Yes. 100%.
Whoa!
Yeah, 100%. They're like, "Oh, I'm out of jail," basically, and then they just go totally nuts.
Exactly.
It's also just
Anyway,
embarrassing for the bride because it's like you don't want all these guys and their wives who all know that your groom cheated on you like weeks before the wedding. Like that just fucking sucks for her all around. Jesus.
botch. Yeah, I mean, look, if anything, I want to cover this to say, let's stop this. I don't think this was ever a good idea. I never understood it. Don't go to a strip club for your bachelor party. I mean, you also experienced this, Sarah. You went to a famous bachelorette, you know,
Oh my god.
with
That
a
was the
male,
fucking worst.
with a male
Oh, it was
strippy,
horrible.
and so I submit to you, dear listeners, let's end this culture. It's not appropriate. Let's not play with fire on the bachelor and bachelorette parties. I think this is enough
Yeah.
is enough. Get hibachi and see some fucking corny magic. Do
A
what Sarah's doing. Go
mentalist?
to Miami Beach. Go
Yes.
see a
No
mentalist. I
strippers.
know you're thinking of Seven. You're thinking of Seven. That's the kind of corny fun.
Yes.
And Sarah's going to her bachelorette party in Miami.
It's true. There
And
will
what are
be
you
no
guys going to do?
strippers. We're doing like a boat day, like drinking on a boat,
Innocent.
dinner. What are we doing
Dinner.
Friday? Like pool time, beach time, all the bodies of water.
Great.
So yeah,
That's
it'll be fun.
reasonable. See, Sarah is taking her step into normalizing wholesome bachelor parties.
Yeah. I never understood the whole like, oh, last penis forever or whatever. It's like this was already true. Like
This is
I'm in a
already true.
monogamous relationship.
Yes. Come on. Fiance 30M went to strip club on his bachelor party and cheated on me 36F. Fun discussion. Obviously, he is a huge asshole, and I don't know what murder is, but now we learned. We all learned together. We did. All right, now we're going to more dating stuff. Here we go. Our second story, by the way, is going to be, should I, 25F, end a healthy relationship with a wonderful person, 23M, who doesn't adult? But first, we're going to do this. It's AITA for reporting a coworker for sending me a message. I26F recently got a match request and a message on Hinge from this Indian guy. I've seen him around the office at lunch a few times, but we've never spoken. I recognize his name on our company Slack as he often posts updates about his thing his team works on. I found it creepy since we've never interacted and I usually keep a low profile at work. Wasn't sure what to do. So I went to a friend of mine who works in HR to ask for
What?
advice. She said that if he didn't know I worked there, they probably couldn't do anything about the message itself, but the only issue could be if it was sent during work hours. She asked me to submit a screenshot through our work portal. After I did, he got in trouble for sending the message during work hours. He got upset and asked to speak with me. And when we met, he apologized and said he had no idea I worked there and that I should have talked to him directly or ignored it. I feel like I was just following my friend's guidance. Now I'm wondering if I overreacted. However, I feel like it was a bit creepy of him to confront me instead of just dealing with HR on his own and not involving me, AITA.
Getting hints of something. I'm getting hints of something from this girl.
I'm just like, okay, so you're mad that he matched you? Like, there's a button
Yeah.
for that. It's called decline.
Yeah.
Oh no, a match. He
This is
wanted
such
to
a
match.
non-thing. This is like those girls who will post in the "Are we dating the same guy" Facebook group, but they'll literally post a guy being like, "Should I match with this person on Hinge? Do they have any like skeletons in their closet?" And it's like, if you're not even willing to take the risk of matching with someone, which is nothing, you can't be dating. Like
Yeah.
it's nuts. And so many people are like this. It's like you guys have gone off the deep end.
This is wild. And then I can't believe that you would endanger someone's job over this. I mean, if he
It's
threatened
fucked
you or if
up.
he actually did something, but my God, he sent you a message on Hinge. Wow,
Right.
nothing.
A match request and a message. If their message was like really, really sexual,
Yeah.
maybe, but like probably not. Like to go so far as to screenshot it and upload it in the work portal, like this is such a narc. I don't know.
Such a
I'm getting like
narc.
certain vibes from her, and I just like
Well, the vibes from the comments are Pleasant Link writes, what does him being Indian have to do with it?
okay. I didn't want to be that white person and be like, why did you have to
Wha-
bring up race? Like blah blah blah. But I did. That's what I was like getting at was it does feel like racist because him being Indian has nothing to do with anything. And then she feels like he's being creepy because he went and apologized. Like this feels like biases at work.
Yeah, he's being creepy. It's like there's nothing he can do that's normal. Ma'am, you gonna
Right.
report him for that too? Psycho.
Exactly.
Massive YTA writes Snoo, what was him being Indian got to do with it? Just sounds racist. Entire situation could have been solved with a simple message explaining you work together and therefore aren't interested. That's actually
Mhm.
interesting because I've waffled on that because if, for instance, there's been a couple girlies at the social club, I seen them on Hinge. But see, I don't really want to like give them a message on Hinge because then that means they could match. I don't want to imply that, so I just usually text them, which I feel like sends the message.
Just like, haha, I saw you.
Well, I usually say something weirder. I'll be like, I actually am a terrorist now that I say this out loud. I usually send them like, I just ran into my wife at Hinge. What do you think of her? And then I'll send them the picture.
I would text my friends when I would run into them on dating apps. I think it's funny.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Huge
It seems
racist.
like she knows who he is, but he doesn't even know who she is really.
I guess he found out, right? He found out. HR was like, yeah, she works here, so you can't do
Mhm.
that. And also, I feel like this is escapable though, because I would just be like, yeah, I sent that during work hours. I don't know if you know, but I do actually have to use the restroom sometimes, and I did use an app while I was in the restroom. Is
Yeah, I mean, this
security
just
gonna
seems
see
like
me
you
out?
apologize and then you just like it's fine. Like nobody
Yeah,
has to deal with anything.
yeah. This is wild. I'm not sure if there's that much more to discuss here, but I've used.
I do kind of feel like he probably wouldn't get in trouble for like sending an app message during work hours. It's not that serious. He might get in trouble though for like contacting the OP because I don't know, aren't HR complaints supposed to be anonymous and you don't want to retaliate? Not that
Well,
I
yeah.
think
I
what
mean,
he
I
did
think.
was wrong, but I'm just saying from an HR perspective.
Yeah, it's possible. But yeah, I mean, OP kind of saying that. It's like, why would I be involved? It's like, well, what you did was crazy, is why. It's kind of like, to me, I feel like if there is a criminal element, if there is something wildly inappropriate, a safety element with someone, then yes, you could take that to HR. But if you run into someone at a bar and they do something inappropriate that is not illegal, or something that you don't like, don't be a fucking narc and tell the company that's not. What are you, the fucking? Oh, he told a bad joke. Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god. I know, and this is not even inappropriate.
No. So what? I mean,
This is
oh
nothing.
yeah, I saw him at the bar and he was yelling really loud for a sports team. I'm letting you know, HR. It's like, come
He's a
on,
narc.
dude. Nothing happened. Leave him
No, you should get
alone.
in trouble
It's
for
crazy
wasting their
behavior.
time and being
And
a narc. Okay.
and I'm just like, do you not have any concept? Like, companies love to fire. I swear to God, companies love to fire people now more than ever. You know, they're like, we're laying. What? Amazon laid
Yeah.
off like 17,000 people, and everyone's like, why'd you do that? And they're like, culture. You're like, what?
That's crazy. What?
Culture?
They wanna make it
Cult.
worse?
Yeah, we're making it worse.
Cool.
It's like, please think about how people are your fellow workers before you try to get them fired, you bootlicking fucking narcs. AITA for reporting your coworker for sending a message. I'm sorry, this is a nuclear YTA for me.
Yeah, big time.
Good God.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, folks. Please rate, subscribe. Join me on Patreon, patreon.com/AITA pod. Over 280, 290 bonus episodes, every single episode, ad-free, accurate timestamps. We got all the classic episodes in there. And yeah, I'm still giving away a month free. A
Mm.
listener messaged me recently, and I hooked her up. I know I haven't said it in a while, but she remembered. I know you guys remember. You're like, I don't want to give you $5, Danny. You don't deserve $5 for giving 790 fucking hours. But can I
My
get it for
god.
free? Yeah, for a month. You
Literally
can.
less than a coffee.
It's less than
Even
a
at Dunkin'
coffee.
Donuts.
Come on. Guys,
Inflation proof.
I'm trying to get these fucking seltzer waters that I like that are expensive. Can you buy me a seltzer water for crying on the air, embarrassing myself? Do you realize I hide from my dates that I'm a podcaster? So please give me $5. Wow, this got
Oh my
desperate.
god.
This got really desperate. Here we go, folks. Should I, 25F, end a healthy relationship with a wonderful person, 23M, who doesn't quote unquote adult? My boyfriend of 6 years is amazing. He's loving, he's caring, he's giving, he listens to me, and he treats me like a goddess. 100% trustworthy. Never even glares at other women, treats me like I was the hottest person in the world. I never felt once unloved or undesired. And he improves, tries to, almost everything that bothers me. He only didn't improve at one particular point. He doesn't know how to act like an adult. We don't live together. I, 25F, live with my mom. She's widowed and would be all by herself if I left, share expenses and stuff, because I have a stable job as a lawyer and naturally deal with my own
What?
stuff.
When did you graduate law school? Like yesterday?
That's possible. Yeah, I mean, possible.
Sick. Okay.
She runs a little early. She's done at 24, and now she's a lawyer. Naturally deal with my own stuff, run errands, pay bills. I'm also planning on buying an apartment soon. That's called a condo, babe. He lives with his
Huh.
parents. He's 23 but doesn't do anything at home.
Lawyered.
Lawyered. He's 23 but doesn't do anything. He's never been grocery shopping. He doesn't go anywhere unless his mom drives him. He's mentioned before that he doesn't want to get a license because he would have to run errands for the people in his house. He doesn't schedule his own doctor's appointments either. His mom does it and takes him there. He's attending a tech course, but his mom drives him. But he doesn't do much besides go to class and homework, so his resume's weak. Even for an internship, never had a job, never worked, never interned. He says he's looking, but I don't see a lot of effort. He just applies to the openings that people send him. He doesn't actively search for them himself, and he's not even on websites like LinkedIn or Goopy. I don't know Goopy, but I don't
I
trust
don't
it.
know that guy.
He doesn't know how to cook or clean, not even his own room. Damn, bro. Most of his day is spent gaming or hanging out on Discord. The money he has comes from grandma, and he saves it up so that every once in a while he can buy me something small like ice cream or a snack.
What?
Well,
His grandma's still giving him like 25 cents every time.
yeah, I know, right? She's like still in the 20s. Here's a quarter. Isn't that a
It's
lot?
like, here, this will get you a movie ticket.
Nowadays, you can go see Birth of a Nation. Grandma,
Oh,
no,
God.
Grandma. Nowadays, we usually split the bill and we go out. I used to cover everything, but I eventually stopped doing that. I've talked to him about all of this, and he didn't get defensive. He said he'd try to improve and be better for me, but so far, I haven't really seen any changes. I'm scared I'll never find anyone as loving and caring as he is. I do love and value him, but being the only adult in this relationship, it's exhausting me. My sex drive hit 0. I've been wondering about being asexual for a long time now. I don't know. I never had a high drive anyway. I'd really appreciate some insights. If you were in my place, what would you do? Is it worth ending it or should I wait and support him, motivate even more him to grow up? Besides the talk, I'm always suggesting things, da 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 da, da, but it doesn't do anything. AITA.
I mean, at first I was like, "What's her problem? Like, this seems fine." And then I was like, "Oh, no, no," and it just keeps getting worse.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in this guy's life is enabling him.
Ooh, the return of the enablers. I can never seem to get these people away from me. They stick. Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, I really think and there's a lot of young people in this kind of fate. I forget there's some kind of term they have for this. NEETs or something like that. Not in what is it? Not employed, training, or you know what I'm talking about?
No.
They're not employed, not training, not education, not employed, educated, or training. Neat. I think that is what it is.
Jesus.
Anyway,
So, yeah, doing jack shit, basically.
doing jack shit. And what is the nature of the jack shit? And I think this is where I do think there is something of a gender split here because I do feel like this is, I'll hazard, I'll go to gender town on this. I feel like women tend to have better hobbies a
We
little
do.
bit,
You guys have
right?
video games, and that's
Video
like it.
games, I've definitely softened on video games a little bit. But here's my issue with video games as a crazy addict. They're very addictive. And
They're
I could
so
lose. They're
addictive.
so addictive. They're so addictive. And he's spending all day gaming. Whereas things like cooking, it is a hobby. It's a hobby for most people, but it's like, yeah, it's also something nice you can do for someone. It's productive, right? Have you been to a restaurant? Well, now you don't have to go because you can do it yourself. You're your own restaurant. Isn't that fun?
Isn't that the best? Oh, even just like, I don't know. This is like I literally am on Discord, but just being like, "Oh, he talks to his friends on Discord all day." I'm like, "You don't even
Chatting.
talk to them over text? Like, you don't talk to them in real life? Like, you gotta talk to them on Discord?" That just, like, I don't know, paints a picture of someone who, like, doesn't really live in reality 100% of the
Mm-hmm.
time.
Homebody-ish.
Worse, but yes.
What'd you say? Worse?
Kinda worse because it's just
Okay.
like, this is so I don't know, this image is just someone who, like, clearly doesn't do any responsibilities and just outsources it to other people.
And,
So they can spend time on the internet.
exactly. And the internet can be fun until one day you realize that you're 35 and your whole personality is riding one-wheeled vehicles. Anyways, look, what I'm trying to say is she is very right. And these are valid. I think here's the thing too. I think she's like kind of trying to tell herself a little story. She's like, "Well, he gives me what he has. I mean, he has nothing, so he gives me an ice cream every third week."
Like, what the
And
fuck is that?
it's kind of like, well, like, bro, like that's like not a lot, That's not really doing it.
Like, that's nothing. Like, he gets money from his grandma, what is he spending it on?
What is he
Not that he
spending it
needs to spend
on?
all his money on you, but it's just like, you can find a man who'll be nice to you. That kinda sounds like what this is about, and, like, honestly, I would fucking hope that he's caring and loving and never looks at other women because it's like you're giving him everything.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, so let's get into this comment because I love this comment. Everything but COVID writes, your body's telling you you don't see him as a partner. Zero sex drives comes from seeing him as a child. You will find someone who can adult, and even if you don't, being single beats feeling this uncomfortable. I've got to
Yeah,
say, the maths for me.
totally. Even if it's not, like, uncomfortable, but you're just gonna feel better not having to manage 2 people's lifestyles, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. I told my friend this, Sarah, she freaked out. She didn't like that I said this, but I was just being honest with her. And I said, at this point, when I have sex with someone, I kind of have to want to like impregnate them a little bit, just like a little bit, just
What?
like a little bit, un poquito. You know what I mean? Like not today, not like in that act, but just general. Does that make sense?
I don't know.
Okay. Wow. That freaks Sarah out too. That's okay, guys. Look, I'm just being honest. I'm not saying I want to impregnate some girl I barely know.
It's
That's not what I'm
like
saying.
you wanna stay around long enough, like, you'd have to want to be around them long enough.
No, it's like at that point, I think of them as having sufficient moral character and attractiveness and everything so that, I would want that to happen a little bit. Not like
Okay,
really.
that
Does that
makes
make
sense to me
sense?
the way you phrase
A
it
tiny bit.
was like, "I have to spread my seed," and I was like, "Jesus Christ."
No, no.
Yeah, yeah. No, this is just it's like you have to kind of respect them
Yes,
a little
that's
bit.
what I mean. That's a better way of saying what I said.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
go with that.
reasonable.
Let's go with that. Let's go with I need
Okay,
to respect them. That was better
we
than what
got
I
there.
said.
We got there.
Yeah, so here's another angle I have. Here's another angle. Let's go to the best case scenario, or like the most like kind of warm, friendly version. Let me say this. Maybe there's an in-between version where she goes, "Listen, I like you. I think you're a sweet guy, but I need you to show me that you can actually be like a partner, and I want you to cook me dinner next week. Is that something you want to do? Give him an opportunity to grow." She says she has done that essentially, right? I guess she does say she has done that because she said motivate him even more to grow up. Besides the talk, she's suggesting internships. So he's not doing shit.
But the problem with that is, like, I think that is also enabling him because it's like you're sending him the stuff. Like, basically, everybody in this person's life is like spoon feeding them
Right.
through life. And if you're being like, you should apply to this, you should do that, you're creating his profiles for him. It's like you're still feeding into the problem. I
That's
don't
fair.
really know what the solution is, but it's not, oh, let me just do more shit for you
Yeah.
in hopes that it's going to motivate him to do shit for himself. Like, of course it's not.
Right.
He's on easy street right now.
Exactly. And he needs to experience consequences like losing this awesome
Yeah.
chick.
Yeah.
What's that?
I just said, yeah.
I think the other issue I have with this, it's like not only here's the other thing. It is easy to see this guy as loving, caring, giving, listens to me, treats me like a goddess, and that's really nice. But I think another angle here that I would throw out is, well, of course it's easier to be loving, caring, and giving when you have no real stress or real problems. So
Facts.
that's another aspect to this. It's kind of like, well, yeah, I got infinite generosity because I got fucking nothing going on. I got barely any money, and I'll give you what I barely have because I got no problems. I got people taking care of me.
Yeah. If he was like, yeah, if he was dealing with this level of enabling and still acting like a piece of like, and was still like jealous or whatever, like, then he would just be a massive piece of shit.
Right.
Now at least he has like some, now there's like some inner conflict with her because otherwise it would just be fucking obvious. I mean, it is obvious, but I think it would be clear to her. Like, if he
Yeah.
wasn't at least treating her well.
Yeah. Should I 25F end a healthy relationship with a wonderful person, 23M, who does an adult? I actually think I would go at the title and say, is this even really potentially a healthy relationship? I don't think it is.
It
I don't-
doesn't seem equal.
It's not equal. It really isn't. And it just kind of sounds like you're in a relationship with someone who is essentially living like a high schooler. Really,
Mhm.
or someone who's like, yeah, I mean, even someone who's in college has a level of autonomy and they do stuff for themselves. I mean, the fact that
They
he can't,
drive themselves. Oh my god.
it's like brother can't even drive. Does he even have a one wheel to go get various goods? Come on.
To go to hot dog, ice cream, donuts, cigarettes. I know I fucked that up. You don't need to tell me.
Sarah,
Don't need
don't
hot
offend my
dog.
culture.
Oh god.
Donuts first.
Donuts. Don't even. I don't want to stop.
Donuts, ice
Donuts,
cream, hot dog,
ice cream,
cigarettes.
hot dog, cigarettes.
Donuts, ice cream, hot dog, cigarettes.
Okay. I literally was there in person. I'll never remember.
That's really sad for me to hear. I hope you can commit it. It's really important to me. You're not ready to adult until you memorize what it is. Anyway, I think overall, I think this is a no-brainer. She's a lawyer. You can, girl, do better. You deserve better.
Yeah, go date another lawyer.
Well, yeah, that could produce a lot of evil. Anyway.
The
Oh,
world
right.
can't handle it.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of law. All right, folks, we're going to wrap it up. Please rate, review, subscribe to me on Patreon, patreon.com/AITA pod, 280, 290. I don't know this. My experts are still working on coming to a final count. Stop the steal. I'm sorry. I regret that. But look, it's a good deal. It's $5. It's reasonable. Get in there. Get in there. Come on, guys. I'll buy Sarah a donut next time she's here with your $5. That could be cute.
Yay.
All right, folks, we're going to wrap up. I
And
found
ice cream and a hot dog and a cigarette.
There we go. All right, guys. It's AITA for bringing a baby to business class. I recently flew from New York to Zurich with my 9-month-old. It was a red eye, so I figured I had some points to burn, and I booked a business class lay flat. Oh my God.
Woohoo.
So both of us would be able to get some sleep. I got on the flight, and baby was chilling, looking around. A woman comes to take the seat next to me, and I hear her say loudly, "Are you kidding me?" I didn't think anything of it. Flight took off. Baby lay down, slept for 3 hours. At that point, baby woke up and was hungry, so he cried, immediately sat her up and went to make her a bottle. She was crying for, I don't know, 2 minutes. This woman next to me who'd been sleeping flies up, proceeds to give me the finger, and stomps over to the flight
Whoa.
attendant, where she loudly tells him that, quote, I need to be put in economy. When
Shit.
she comes back, she tells me that babies don't belong in business class, and if I can't control my infant, I shouldn't be there. I told her I was doing my best and that she can, with all due respect, fuck off. And if she didn't want the roulette
So
of
no respect.
no respect, and if she didn't want the roulette of who she sat next to on a commercial flight, she could fly her ass private. She put in her headphones and didn't speak to me the rest of the flight. I later told mother-in-law this, and she said she agrees babies shouldn't be in business class, that it's an unspoken rule that if you're flying with a child, you should fly economy. Why should I be economy? I don't have to be just because I have a baby. That's insane. AITA.
Yeah, don't make us poor suffer. We're already
Yeah,
suffering enough.
come on. It's already tight back there. Put the babies in the front. I think there should
Yeah.
be a baby section to the plane. Can we meet in the
There
middle?
needs there
Babies
needs to be a
only.
baby section. Like, when you're selecting your seat, like, I need to know who's around me, because every fucking time you end up, it's not even babies, honestly, because babies, like, you can't control them. You
You
can't
can't.
control them, and that's just the deal. But we were on a flight, like a 7 a.m. flight from Chicago to New York, so it's basically the middle of the night. There were these fucking children behind us, like, crying, screaming the whole time, and,
Yeah.
like, I was ready to murder those kids, like, because I'm like, "You're kids. You're kids."
Shut up.
The
You
parents
know how to
didn't do
shut up?
anything.
Wait, the
The
flight was
parents
at
didn't
7
do a
a.m.?
single thing,
Is that what you said?
and then the second we
Yeah.
landed, they fell asleep, and they tried to be like,
Classic.
"Shh, shh, shh," and I was like, I'm gonna throw you out the window.
Pug kids.
But a
What time was the
baby,
flight?
you have no grounds.
Did you say 7 a.m.?
It was like a 7 a.m. flight, so I'm like, this flight is for sleeping.
A 7 a.m. flight is for sleeping?
Yeah, because it's like you have to be at the airport at like 5 in the morning.
Okay.
It's for sleeping. It was like an early fucking flight. Like, I feel like we were up at like 3 or 4 to get to the airport.
Right.
Maybe it was 6.
We're struggling.
6:30,
I
something
think
like
we're
that.
going to struggle there. I will say, I can meet you at a red eye is a special flight and it has special rules. And among those
What are
rules
they?
are your kids need to shut the fuck up.
Yes.
Do not, if you put on a reading light on a red eye flight, you're an asshole. That is a
Also,
sleeping
though,
flight.
yes, but also I think like every flight from New York to Europe is a red eye. Like, don't
Sure.
they purposely make them at that point so that you sleep? Like, it's overnight regardless. Anyway, whatever.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing about this is, Mommer's Hearts writes, I fly a lot, mostly business class due to upgrades from my status. This woman must never or rarely have flown
Wow.
business class because she know A, putting someone in economy is not a thing. B, babies and children fly too, and sometimes even in business. This person was an idiot, not the asshole.
It's also just like, so you're gonna, like, I don't know, you're gonna like kick this person, you're gonna relegate them to economy where they'll disturb more people.
That was
I mean,
what
it's all a plane. Like, we can all hear the same shit. Like, you're not really escaping.
well, I mean, baby that's like 20 rows back, you're not going to hear that. But I
Yeah,
am
but
with
it's
you.
just like,
There's a utilitarian argument that it is really the first class and the business class because there's less people up there. There's like 12 of them, you know.
yeah.
And how come I never get a celebrity on my plane? It's always like some frumpy looking chick and some like old haggard businessman. He doesn't even, he looks like a guy who sold vacuums somehow. I'm like,
Oh
where are
my
the
God.
if the elites are going to rule the world, why are these the elites on my plane? Can I get some good elites? Like, what is going on?
Yes. Or even just like a hot person. You're like, where's my airport
Yes.
meet cute?
No, the
You see
baddie.
like 5 hot people at the gate, but none of them are on your flight somehow.
None of them are on my flight. If there's a baddie on the flight, it's she's always in the same spot. It's like 3 rows back, and she would be right next to me, but 3 rows back. I'm like, I was that close. I was that
It's
close
like you
to
gotta
annoying
start
the shit out of someone for
like you
5
gotta start
hours.
selecting different seats.
I know, but I'm not going to pay extra. You know what? And I'll raw dog it
Gosh.
now too. When it's like, no, you have to pay extra for any seat. I'm like, let's gamble. I ain't afraid of middle now. I ain't afraid. I
Middle
assert
is not that bad.
middle's not that bad. I assert armrest dominance and I take it from there. If they challenge my kingdom, I will attack.
My hot take is I'd rather be in the middle than the window because I have to get up a lot, and then it's like
Mm,
it's way too much. It's like Tetris trying to figure out, like, this person is asleep. Okay, well, now that person is awake and, like, whatever. It's just no, I'd rather be in the middle.
Actually, I have a flying story. I forgot to tell the story. I meant to tell it on Keith and the Girl. So I
Hit
took a
me.
f I was well, let me read this comment. Visible Archer 2582 writes, "I've had 2 adults on a flight who talk the whole 10-hour flight. An
Yeah,
infant
that's
will get."
worse.
That's worse, dude. Let me just say, some talking on a time-appropriate flight is okay, but,
Yeah.
like, can you not also? Like, can you not? It's
There
f
is a point too on the international flights where it's like, they've come with the dinner, they turn off the lights, the
Yes.
shades are down. They're literally
Yes.
just like, "Go the fuck to sleep." Like,
It's
shut up.
They should have a stern preschool teacher they deploy who comes out and's like, "It's nap time.
No, actually.
It's nap time.
Right.
Okay, it's nap time." So I go on the plane, and the flight was what was the flight? It was well, see, if you fly from New York to LA, it's all crazy because you, like, leave at 5 PM, and then you arrive at 5:30, and it's been 8
That's
hours,
amazing.
you know?
Time travel.
You time travel. And so anyway, I'm sitting by a guy and a girl, and they're having very intense conversation to where I'm like, are they breaking up? And so then I'm like pausing my
Ooh,
movie, putting on
teen.
transparency mode, on the AirPods so you can hear. And I'm like, what's
Yes.
going on? But I'm like, okay, no, it seems intense, but not negative per se. So whatever, then I kind of forget about them. And then, I think I told you before I have my thing where I like to put on a movie and see if I can get the guy next to me to watch the movie. That's kind of like my little thing.
Do you just, like, start talking about how good the movie is?
No, I don't talk about it. I just kind of like angle my display so they can get it and max the brightness. And then I'll like, and because I have little movies, they're my little safe movies, and I'll watch my
Okay.
favorite scene. And that makes me
That's
feel
really
safe
funny.
on the plane. I'm like, look, see, the scene's still here. The plane's not going to crash, Danny. You can just enjoy it. Look at the great scene. Like the scene in Interstellar, and the little fucking space station is going to crash into the stratosphere.
That's so
And
funny.
come on, TARS. Anyway, so this couple, right? They're intense, blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden, they put on what looks like I would describe it as a satin shower cap, like a nice shower cap made of fine linen. They both put on matching shower caps, and they're just kind of beaming. They're like watching their own show, but they're kind of beaming and holding hands. And so then I go, hey, I eventually had to pee. I was like you, I was in the window seat. I was like, I got to pee for the ninth time. Sorry. And then I looked at the guy and I just go, where's my shower cap? And so we had a good laugh, making our
That's
little
funny.
dad jokes. But
That's funny.
they were and then the rest of the flight, they were like joking and laughing together. And at the end of the flight, I was like, I got to give you guys credit. I've never seen like a couple have this much fun on a plane. Are you guys like young? Or are you a new couple? Like, what's the deal? And they just kind of laughed. And he's like, well, I'll get you a shower cap for next time. Don't worry.
Ha.
I
That's
never got
funny.
the answer.
It's like, this fucking guy.
I remember he looked at her and he just goes, man, that's my best friend. And I was like, that's
Aw,
really sweet. That's really cute. Yeah.
that's really sweet. Wow, they're goals.
Yeah, they really were goals. I'm like, I want a matching hat that me and my girl pull out. That'd be fun.
But well, okay, whatever. I'm like, I'll hold this
What?
in my brain for later. But
Whoa, what? What happened?
well, I'm just like, what was the couple white?
No, they were black.
Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty common like thing to have the silk cap so it doesn't like fuck up your hair.
Okay. Well, everybody can have hats.
You can get one. Um, I don't know. I feel like you said it was like this crazy thing that they did. I was like, no, I know exactly what you're talking about. Like I
I
can
didn't
picture it.
why truthfully I googled it and then forgot it, which is one of the
Oh,
problems I'm having is I don't remember things that I Google, but I do look stuff up. I'm just a moron. So what I don't understand is protecting it from the air.
I think just like people wear it to sleep. Like
Okay.
my ex boyfriend used to wear like a silk cap like to sleep,
Yeah.
so it doesn't like fuck up the waves or whatever.
Got it. Got it.
So theoretically, see, but I will tell you, look, if I would love this couple. They sound adorable, but also if it was a sleeping flight,
It wasn't a sleeping flight.
okay. I was
We
like, if it
departed at
was,
6 PM and we literally departed at like 5:40 and we landed at like 8:20 or some shit.
that's kind of the ideal time.
I know, and they're all booked out. I just booked all my
Mm.
flights for fucking And by the way, people, yes, I'm flying from Burbank. I deserve it, okay? You
No, I've
don't
heard that's
know.
better.
You don't know what it takes to get to LAX, you guys. It's so far. Honestly, I would rather walk to New York City than go to LAX from East LA. Good God. People
I've heard,
die on
yeah.
the way there. What?
No, I've heard the Burbank airport is, like, better, it's, like, smaller. LAX is fucking horrible, there's always delays.
The Burbank airport, it feels kind of like you're in a third world country because it's, like, so small. There's no jet bridge. You just walk out on the runway, and then the guy's
Oh,
like, "That's
wow.
your plane. Get in the plane." And you
If
walk.
you, like, miss your flight, the gate closes, you just, like, walk around.
Yeah, exactly. There's a horse they don't even have a bus to take you to the planes. You get on
Crazy.
the horse.
I
Anyway,
commend you.
I forced the horse joke. It wasn't necessary there. Oh, Danny, you're always inserting a random horse joke. It's okay. We're used to it. AITA for bringing a baby to business class. I think for me, this woman needs a reality check. And I also think we should get to eject one. I think this is how we can solve a lot of the class issues. We get to eject our least favorite business class passenger, and they have to kind of campaign only for like 20, 30 minutes. They got to come up with like some slides to defend themselves. And then one has to be ejected per flight. And that's the trade-off. It's like, do you want to be ejected or do you want a flying coach? So you get to pick.
Ejected, like, out the plane.
Well, yeah, it's not really ejected. That's not really fair. We open up the emergency exit and just throw you out. So like it's not looking good for you. But if you're so special because you're rich, then hopefully the social safety net will catch you. Oh, wait, you got rid of the social safety net. Guess who just died in Topeka?
Topeka, the worst place. I've never been there.
You went for Topeka on that joke. That's okay.
I went for it. I don't know.
You went for it.
It just seems like a random place to die.
Well, it's in the middle. It's in the middle. That's why I went for it.
Yeah.
Flyover country, as I say. Anyway,
not my place I choose to die. Anyway, this lady should go to economy. Like, banish yourself.
Yes, banish yourself, man.
You're not more deserving than this woman. Actually, she's probably more deserving than you if she paid for 2 tickets, but maybe she didn't. Maybe because the baby sits on her lap. I don't know.
I would really love it if she booked her first private flight. She puckered up, saved up the money. She gets on a private flight. She gets in there, and the pilot goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. There's been an emergency. This baby needs a baby kidney. Can we bring this baby on the plane to get them a kidney in time? We're the only plane leaving." Wouldn't that be great?
And she goes, "Ugh, come on.
Come on. Can't you put the baby somewhere else?"
Just like strap it to the roof or whatever they call the top of a plane.
That's coming next. That's coming next for Coach. I'm waiting for it. Just like strap
Literally
you
for
in.
Spirit Airlines, they're just like,
human baggage class. That said, I would be interested in go under class, where they literally like put you to sleep like it's surgery. You're like, I feel like I got punched in the head, but I don't remember the flight. Worth it.
That's just what I want for like the average night of sleep. I'm like, can I just get like some propofol or something?
Oh my God, I have a great propofol fact for you. We're gonna really wrap up soon, guys. So I read this meme and I tried to fact check it, but I couldn't really do it. But I think it rings true. But the meme basically said that propofol, which by the way is the drug that Michael Jackson was addicted to, and it makes you forget. And I believe this part is all true. It causes, what is that called? Anterograde amnesia. So once you take it, you forget everything that happens forward of that. And
oh shit.
And it became, I believe, it became standard practice to use in anesthesia, so that when you got a surgery, they'd hit you with some propofol. Obviously,
I think that is what they use.
There's an established concoction, but propofol was added in the 90s. Prior to that, however, there was a story that we all heard, and it was the story of, I was in my sleep and these strange creatures were looming above me. I was abducted, and they laid me down, and these strange creatures were all hovering over me, and
like
they were probing me. And so the theory was in this tweet, in this meme, in this thread, that basically the alien abduction stories were all similar, which they pretty much were, and that they all stopped with the introduction of propofol into the anesthetic sort of regime. And I thought that was really fascinating.
Oh, because you think people are just remembering what happened to them during surgery?
Yeah, and it's a very similar thing to an OR, right? Like I was laying down, I was looking up, I couldn't make out their faces, but they were bizarre. They were green, right? Because surgery, what are those called? Those little smocks they wear or whatever. So,
yeah, interesting.
It's a theory. It's out there. It was in a meme. Spooky. It's in a meme, so it's real. That's why I voted for it.
It's gotta be true.
All right.
Yes.
Much love, you guys. Sarah, thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time.
This was so fun.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.